friends. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I found out I was pregnant. So if you're new, I would love it if you would subscribe if you haven't already, so you can follow me on this pregnancy journey. So basically how it happened was that in August, I was supposed to get my period on around the 18th. The month before, I got it on the 18th, so I was expecting it to get it on the 18th again, since for the past 2 months I had gotten it on the same day, which never really happens. I usually get it around the same days, if that makes any sense. So I do get it every month. I'm pretty regular. It just sometimes happens on different days. The third week of August is when we found out that I was pregnant. So for 2 weeks I had been kind of cramping on and off. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get my period, because normally that would happen. There was a week in August, and I want to say it was a week before I found out I was pregnant, that all of a sudden my energy just, it felt like it was drained from me. I don't know what had happened, but I was on a roll. Every day I was getting done what I needed to get done. And this week came along and it just threw me off completely. And I just didn't understand why. I actually started freaking out and thinking, well, I need to get some vitamins. Maybe I'm not eating healthy enough. Maybe I'm missing something. And I had actually bought vitamins. Did not know at the time, because my husband was actually the one that chose the vitamins for me, because I don't really know anything about that, and he's all into that. So I didn't know that those vitamins had caffeine in them. So I remember I was taking them for like 3 days, and the last day I had 2 cups of coffee. When I was drinking my second one, it was later on in the day, all of a sudden I started feeling like I wanted to pass out, and I freaked out, and I was like, I'm the only one that's here with the kids. I need to go sit down. So I did, and I started feeling like my heart was beating super fast, and I kind of just tried to calm myself down. I started feeling better after that, and I was like, you know what, I'm not taking the pills anymore. Maybe it's the pills that are affecting me. So after that I continued to cramp, and the day came that I was supposed to get my period, and it did not happen. So I waited another 2-3 days, I want to say. I told Israel to get a pregnancy test. Now in my head, since I was still cramping, I did not think that the pregnancy test was going to come out positive. So I thought I was going to have a negative pregnancy test, because I had happened to me before where I was late for 5 days, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, it's only 5 days, maybe it's my period's changing again. That's what I thought. So I get the pregnancy test, pee on the stick. I set it down in my head again, thinking that it was gonna come out negative. So I'm taking like my sweet time, flushing the toilet and all that. Slightly pick up the pregnancy test, and I saw the line. And usually when I take pregnancy tests, like, you can tell there is a line there. So I saw the line, and I was like, what? I was in shock, honestly. And I couldn't believe it, and I looked at it again. I literally stared at that thing for 2 minutes before I yelled out, babe. And he totally thought that I was pranking him or something. So if you guys already don't know, I did do a prank on my husband a few months back. Well, actually it's almost been a year ago that I did this prank on him, and I showed him a pregnancy test. The point is that he thought that I was just kidding, and he kind of didn't come to the restroom when I called him the first time, and I should have taken out my camera to record myself. But honestly, I was just in a state of shock that when he came and he saw it, he was just as shocked as I was, if not even more shocked. Honestly, we're just being very careful. It just was completely unexpected. We actually winded up praying about it just because we were that much in shock. And honestly, I feel like for a second we kind of panicked a little bit, and we thought, what are we gonna do? But after praying about it, I felt a lot better, and I just felt happy about it. I was at peace with the fact that I was pregnant. I feel like I accepted it right then and there, and I was just okay with it. I feel like also the experience that I had before with being so negative about it, I just felt more appreciated to it. Especially the fact that there are women who want children, can't have any, or have miscarriages, and things like that happen. So I just felt more appreciative of that fact. So that is basically how we found out that we were pregnant. There is no crazy story to it. I do wish I would have documented it because that's what I wanted to do. But like I mentioned in my last video, sometimes things don't go our way, and that's okay, even if we're upset about it or disappointed about it. You know, you just gotta keep on going forward, and at least I get to make these videos where I talk about what happened, and from a year from now, 2 years from now, I can come back, look at this video, and just reminisce in this pregnancy. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye guys.